In this video, I'll show you how to do the 10-breath pace test. The goal is to be able to breathe at the slow pace that most effectively regulates your emotions without you having to rely on a breathing pacer. This will make your paced breathing skill much more effective, since you will not always be able to use pacers. Each time you practice the 10-breath pace test, you will find out how close you were to your target pace, and with repeated practice, you will be better able to quickly get to your target breathing pace. Try to breathe at your target pace for 10 full breaths without the help of a pacer. If you're an adult, try to breathe at 6 breaths per minute, which means you would try to complete 10 full breaths in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. If you have trouble breathing that slowly, just do your best to get as close to 6 breaths per minute as you can. Breathing slowly gets easier with repeated practice. If you're a teenager, try to breathe at about 6.5 breaths per minute, which means you would try to complete 10 full breaths in 1 minute and 30 seconds. You can target 7 breaths per minute if that seems like a better pace for you, which is more likely to be true if you are younger age, like 14 or 15. However, it is even more effective to breathe at your resonance frequency pace if you know it, and a biofeedback therapist can determine your resonance frequency pace. This chart shows you how long it takes to complete 10 breaths at different paces. As you can see, at 7 breaths per minute, it takes 1 minute and 25 seconds. And at 5.5 breaths per minute, it takes 1 minute and 50 seconds. Now I'll show you how to do it. The task is to start a timer, count 10 complete breaths using your fingers and thumbs, and stop the timer after you complete 10 breaths, like what you see here at a super fast pace. Here it is breath by breath. I'll try to breathe at 6 breaths per minute, so I'm trying to complete my 10 breaths in 1 minute and 40 seconds. Start by breathing comfortably and slowly, and when you're ready, start your timer at the end of one of your inhales, just as you're about to exhale, which will mark your 0 breath. I'm breathing in, end of my inhale. Now I start my timer, which marks 0 breaths. Now I'm exhaling. Breathing in, end of my inhale. I extend my thumb. Now exhaling. Breathing in, end of my inhale, I extend my next finger. Exhaling. Breathing in, end of my inhale, I extend my next finger. Exhaling. Breathing in, 4 breaths completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 5 breaths completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 6 breaths completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 7 breaths completed. Breathing in, 8 breaths completed. Breathing in, 9 breaths completed. Breathing in, 10 breaths completed. Now I stop my timer. As you can see, I finished my 10 breaths way too fast. Much sooner than 1 minute and 40 seconds. It took me only 1 minute, which means I was breathing at 10 breaths per minute. When you finish too soon, try again. Time an additional 10 breaths and try to breathe even slower the next time. If the second time is still too fast, try a third set of 10 breaths. Repeat the 10 breath test until you reach your target pace. I'll try to breathe slower this time. Breathing in, I start my timer. Exhaling. Breathing in, 1 breath completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 2 breaths completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 3 breaths completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 4 breaths completed. Exhaling. Breathing in, 5 breaths completed. Six breaths completed. 7 breaths completed. Exhaling. 8 breaths completed. 9 breaths completed. 10 breaths completed. Right on the mark. It took 1 minute and 40 seconds to complete 10 full breaths. 6 breaths per minute. I'm done. Here's another look at the instructions, in case you need it. I hope you find this useful.